Wake up, please! Oh, why? Yup, that's the face of a professional Nuzlocke player, basking in the success of yet another big brain decision. It's what I wish I could say! Hi, I'm Watermilion, and for years I've been enthralled with the chaos, drama, and intensity with watching content creators attempt to earn internet bragging rights for defeating a hardcore Nuzlocke. And like any kid watching the Olympics, imagining they could do it better, I dove into Fire Red to find out for myself just how difficult could a hardcore Nuzlocke even be. It turns out it's pretty freaking challenging. Let's blitz through the rules. If a Pokemon faints, they're dead. You can never use them again. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter per route. No healing in battle, and several other rules I'm sure you gamers are already aware of. Got it? Good. Let's do this. We start our journey by naming our rival after chat's favorite Australian gopher, Guffy, who unfortunately plays a devastating role later on in the video. But also in keeping with Nuzlocke rules, I decided to name all of our Pokemon after my Twitch subscribers. And with that, Flickshot the Charmander, my most precious starter Pokemon, joins our team and our adventure begins. Now, I love Charmander. As I mentioned, Flickshot is my most precious Pokemon, but it is also widely known that, at least in the early game, Charmander is the worst starter to choose. The first two gyms are both exact counters to Charmander. But lucky for us, we're not going into this battle alone. We pick up a few Pokemon along the way, and after accidentally running into Guffy, we are able to easily defeat him, and we are able to pick up a fluffy ball of rage, Undissolved the Mankey, who hopefully will be the answer to our early game prayers. And my word, I was worried about Brock, but I did not realize just how angry Undissolved turned out to be, having made quick work of Brock's Geodude and Onix, the first of the 8 badges are ours. Off to Cerulean City. We pick up a reference to Twitch Plays Pokemon, earn a few evolutions, and spirits are high. Now, we don't have an answer for Misty's ace, Starmie, just quite yet, but I do know north of the Golden Bridge, we have a chance to catch Oddish, who I know I can pick up, and Guffy, what are you doing here? After rifling through Guffy's wallet yet again and reminding the lad why we are the best, we find ourselves a freaking Abra. This is amazing. All I need to do is... Oh, look! Our first encounter's an Abra. Wow. Well, don't mind if I... After that legitimate encounter, we name Abra after Cursed Gamer, and we are able to pick up Skitscott the Oddish, whom we shove Bullet Seed TM into his noggin, force the evolution, and by golly, our drooling weed is ready for showtime. No matter how many times Misty tried to heal her Pokemon, Skitscott never let up. After unloading yet another magazine into her precious Pokemon, Misty, the Cerulean City gym leader, is defeated, earning us the Cascade badge and another step closer to becoming the Pokemon Hardcore Master Person Guy. Transition! We swing on by Vermilion City, where we pick up the Old Rod, where, after yanking a goldfish from the pond and leaving it in daycare for later, we storm the SS and raid its passengers for all they're worth. But we're also here for the captain, who's holding onto the move Cut, a move that we need to have access to in order to go into the next gym. All we gotta do is just head up these stairs and... Why? Why is it always Guffy? But you see, this time Guffy was different. Guffy came for blood. It tied with us for speed? It tied with us for speed! No! I just made another big mistake, chap. After putting his Kadabra to sleep, we fought fire with fire, sending in our own Cursed Gamer to finish the job. Our Kadabra is able to knock out the War Turtle before Guffy sends out his Raticate. I'm gonna kill one of your Pokemon. I'm gonna kill one of your Pokemon, Guffy. We have Undissolved. We have a fighting type for a reason, but we can send in Undissolved to counter. We send in that Ball of Rage and we take a massive Hyper Fang. What? Hyper Fang is cheese. It's okay. Sorry. All we need to do is land one Karate Chop and... Oh, you ga! Claiming the hero of Pewter City. Engulfing Guffy's Raticate in flame, we leave nothing but ashes. We entered this ship with 6 friends, and now we're only left with 3. This is now where I start to realize just how a simple lapse in judgment cost me the lives of half of my team. 3 of my friends are gone. All to an unprepared brawl with my Australian rival. Never again. I vow on the lives I failed to never let my arrogance, my failings be the reason we lose anyone else. With sullen hearts, we meet the captain pick up our prize, and exit the ship, we need to rebuild the team. Luckily enough, we can head on over to the Diglett cave right next door and pick up the perfect counter to Lieutenant Surge's electric type. A Diglett! Are you serious? We can also teach Flickshot Dig, giving us the perfect counter. After spending about 6 minutes of trash can puzzle solving, it's time to fight Lieutenant Surge. Flickshot takes out the first Pokemon with Dig. He sends out his ace, Raichu. This thick rat tanks a Dig hit with only half health before bringing Flickshot to 4 HP. You need to hit now, after one failed Dig attempt. We swap into Scott, and after several Hail Mary attempts and way too many hits from Shockwave, Skit finally lands the Sleep Powder. We swap back over to Cursed Gamer, who lands a Psybeam, knocking out Lieutenant Surge's final Pokemon and earning us the Tunda Badge. Oh, baby! And no one died. We pick up Huntin' Shadow, the Growlithe, as we approach Celadon City, where we are here for one thing and one thing only. It's time to gamble, baby! Dude, if there's ever a Twitch Rivals exactly for this game mode, I will nuke it from orbit. Ludwig. Bring me on, dude. Bring me on to be the next top gamer. I'll show you. I can prove that skill beats chance with this one move right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yes! Oh! Ludwig! I challenge you to slots on Pokemon Celadon City. Meet me at the slot machine, my guy. Casino's gonna run dry. Woo! After cleaning out the casino, we head on over to the department store where chat was rizzing me up. Oh, you have Dig, Brick Break, Secret Power, and Attract. Oh, that's very good to know. You don't need the team Attract. You already... Ooh, that was smooth, Hoshi. And we purchase a few evolution stones. After evolving Skit, Scott, and Huntin' Shadow, we give Arcanine the Flamin' Waffle. Time to go look at the pervy old man. This gym's great. It's full of women. And are ready for Erica.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Well then, that wasn't too bad. 4 badges down, 4 to go. I requested Possum to give us to have some creative liberties to make an emote we could use for chat. And I learned that sometimes you should put restrictions around commissions. Thank you, Possum. Thank you. Oh, it's so creepy. We pop on down into Team Rocket HQ, drown all of Giovanni's Pokemon with the Discordia, the Gyarados we picked up from our daycare friend, and make our way on over to Lavender Town. It's in the Pokemon graveyard where we run into our rival, who hits us with the most disrespectful one-liner. It's too soon, Guffy, it's too soon. Like, bro, you just killed 3 of my Pokemon not but 2 minutes ago. Don't act like you're on the good side of history this time, bud. After catching the spirit of Guffy's rat, we beat up a few of Team Rocket grunts. Flickshot barely survives a self-destruct from a coughing. Hey chat, does anyone know when coughing learns explosion? We almost lost our starter. And we rescue an old man who gives us the Pokeflute as our reward. The key to the most valuable Pokemon of the entire run. Snorlax. After awaking the beast, we had an incredibly difficult battle where, though no one fainted, we were all on death's door. But surprisingly, with just a simple Pokeball, we finally caught the beast and named the big lad my wife's favorite Pokemon, Nutmeg. Clenching, making diamonds. After picking up an upgraded fishing rod, we head on over to the Safari Zone with one goal in mind. A little bit of backstory. I have never, in my entire 25 years of playing Pokemon, have I ever had a Dragonite. And just as this is my first ever Nuzlocke, this will be the run where I get my own demon. After learning the route and liberally applying Repel, we make it all the way through the Safari Zone, find the one pond where it spawns, send out my misty-shaped lure, and wait. Please. Please. Later. And we land the Dratini! Oh my gosh. I've never seen this. All right. 2 bait. Then 3 Safari Balls. Let's start there. 2 bait. Start with 2 bait. 2 bait. What? What have I done? I mean, look at that! Our first Dratini! We finally caught our definitely first ever Dratini. And with the future powerhouse going in the box, we carry on. Next up, Koga, the 5th gym leader, a house of poison, confusion, and all matter of ailment abound. Usually this team can break up unprepared runs, but luckily for us, we have Cursed Gamer. After a series of melting the brains of every single Pokemon that Koga could throw at us, we earned ourselves the Marsh Badge.
I don't know who peed my pants, chat, but I need you guys to fess up. It's crazy.
Before we're able to go and fight the 6th gym leader, we need to go beat up the snot of Giovanni. Snag the Master Ball. Master Ball time. Hop on over to the game corner too. Blow off some steam. But now we have a bit of an issue. All the battles we've won, all the victories we've achieved are nothing in comparison to this final fight. Sabrina, the psychic gym leader of Saffron City. With her incredibly powerful team, she is known as the Run Killer. The reason? For Alakazam. See, in this generation, Alakazam is the fastest and most devastating psychic Pokemon that, if allowed to set up for at least one turn, will destroy any and every team known to this entire region. Before we even step foot in this labyrinthian gym, we need an answer. We need a hero. We need a Farfetch'd. With enough planning and preparation, we can turn this unassuming bird brain into the machine of our salvation. First things first, channel your inner small ant, speedrun the gym puzzle.
We did the top left one before. Bottom left. Whoa! Never get lost, chat. You went wrong a few times. No, that was the exact path you had to follow. It's actually, that's the one for one we did. That was a flawless run the entire time.
Next, let Flickshot do what Flickshot does.
Burn that cadaver to cinders, Flickshot. Come on.
Send in the Drowsy. Set up the light screen.
Chading. This is what we built you up for, big guy. This is it. We need to get our agility up. Agility up a second time. We have to outspeed Alakazam. This is why we had light screen. This is why we had light screen. Yup, and then Swords Dance. We've now increased our attack stat by 2, and light screen should wear it by this turn. Yes, okay, so now we hit. You are gonna see the first time a Farfetch'd going up against an Alakazam. Chading. It all comes to you. It all comes to you, Chading.
We spent so long making this strategy come together. 2 setups of agility
and 1 Swords Dance. Alakazam is made of paper mache and snot. Chading! Hit him with an aerial ace! We outsped! Yes! Yes! Oh, get Sabrina!
And you just witnessed a Farfetch'd beat the most terrifying Pokemon in all of Gen 1. From here, we head on over to Cinnabar Island, revive Lord Helix. Look at how derpy his little icon is. Adorable. And pick up the battery bird from the power plant and introduce AAJ to the team. The last 2 gyms were nothing too exciting. With Discordia on our side, you could say Blaine and Giovanni were a wash.
Whoa, we almost lost Gyarados. Hey, yo.
And with all 8 gym badges under our belt, we beat up Guffy one last time.
Well, if it isn't the Australian rival himself.
For stepping in front of the Indigo Plateau, the final challenge, the Elite Four. This gauntlet is a true test of a Nuzlocker's skill. With 4 of the region's most challenging opponents ahead of us, we must engage each battle with utmost care. From here on out, it's big brain time. Our Pokemon lineup: Nutmeg, the tank; Disco Skit, the nuke; Discordia, our coverage; AAJ, the specialist; Flickshot, the starter; and Lord Helix, the meme.
Welcome to Pokemon League. Yeah, whatever. Run it, library lady.
Lorelei proved to be a surprisingly challenging start. Nutmeg had a slow but reliable first battle. Whittling down her Dugong and forcing her to waste a few of her heals, we're able to knock out her first Pokemon. Cloyster fell to Nutmeg's Toxic before letting Lord Helix finish the brawl. It took us a while to get rid of Slowbro, but once again, Nutmeg just keeps proving himself over and over, knocking out her 3rd Pokemon. Lorelei was done and decided to send out her ace, Lapras. But in a battle of bulk, never stand up to Nutmeg.
I just step out of confusion. Yes. Oh, yes, the sleeps. Oh, my word.
After being able to land a critically needed Toxic and some nail-biting rests to recover back to full health, Lapras learned that nobody outbulks the lax. With her final Pokemon, Lorelei sends out the Temptress, Jinx.
Okay, we woke up. We're in love. That's okay. She's confused. That's all.
Now with Attract under effect, Nutmeg is split. Do I attack my beloved, or do I let her just defeat me? A debilitating stat effect for most, but unbeknownst to
okay,
Jinx.
We woke up. We're in love.
Nutmeg
that's okay.
is
She's
a toxic
confused.
lover.
That's all. Yes. Toxic love. That's what we're looking for, chat. We made a switch to flick shot, land that super effective hit with dig, and claim our first victory in the Elite Four. Toxic is the greatest move in the entire game.
All right. Everyone's alive and spirits are looking real good.
I'm gonna give you a taste of some of
Next
this.
up, Bruno, the fighting master. We start the battle off with Discordia, who's able to surf down Onyx before we make the switch to AAJ to go up against Hitmonchan. Now, I thought he'd be going for a Thunder Punch, but instead, our Battery Bird eats a nasty Rock Tomb. This is okay. We'll switch into Lord Helix to help lower Hitmonchan's stats with a Tickle and... Lord Helix, no! Okay, he lives. He's okay. Why did I bring the Helix? We switch back to Discordia, and we're forced to have a slugfest, throwing Surf and eating Rock Tomb. It's a bloody exchange, but Discordia comes out on top. Sensing blood in his dojo, Bruno sends in his ace, Machamp, and we need to switch. We can't use Disco Skid, as we made a rule to not use her for the first few fights. AJ will die to the obvious Rock Tomb that's going to be coming out, and Flickshot will absolutely get destroyed if we swap into another rock move. So we need to bait out the fighting move. We toss in that juicy normal type Nutmeg to help coax out that cross chop from Machamp. A powerful fighting move that has a fairly good chance at missing. Nutmeg is instead hit with Scary Face. Perfect! With the incoming cross chop, we send in the only Pokemon I can trust.
I hope I read this correctly. Ooh, this will hurt. Yep, it has a higher chance of hitting crits too. Wow! Not only did Machamp land the cross chop, it's a critical hit! This is bad. I don't know if this will kill. We're 4x weak to the incoming Rock Tomb attack, and had we dodged the cross chop, we could have had enough HP to survive, but this is an impossible situation. There's no one on the team that can switch in to knock out this Machamp while it's at full health. The only way we can escape this battle with our lives is to hit it as hard as we can before the inevitable. Someone bites the dust. We can't afford to switch. We can only afford action. Flickshot takes to the skies, and I know he understands what's needing to be done. My first Pokemon. My first partner. My most precious friend. He was there at the beginning, surviving near-death battles, being the ace that we needed to clutch out every win. Flickshot has seen victories, but he's also seen his friends fall, and in the face of this devastating opponent, Flickshot knew it was his turn to protect his family. He knew it was his time. This is, if we get hit with Rock Tomb, it's 4x. Oh! Oh! Why? Flickshot's sacrifice allowed us to have enough damage dealt for AJ to swap in, finishing the job with a Drill Peck, claiming revenge for our fallen friend. How? How did that kill? After AJ and Nutmeg clean up the battle, we walk away, having defeated Bruno. With a sullen heart, we march on over to Agatha.
I'm Agatha of the Elite Four. I hear Oaks of interest in you, child, as have I. That old Duff once was a tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex, and not me. Wrong. Pokemon for battling. Million, I'll show you how a real woman battles. Hey, yo!
Help! You're facing a team of grieving and angry Pokemon. You have nothing. Lord Helix, the meme, even made a joke out of Agatha's ace, Gengar.
Oh my, you're something
Special, child. We beat up Gam Gam and then make our way on over to the final member of the Elite Four, Lance, the Dragon Tamer. Your league challenge ends with me, Million. Let's do this, the final battle of the Elite Four. AJ sparks things up by nuking his Gyarados with a Thunderbolt. Aerodactyl switching in, though we stumble around a little bit, but with the combination of Discordia and Lord Helix's combo of Surf, Aerodactyl goes down. Lance then sends in his Dragonairs, whom, though dealing significant damage to Lord Helix and paralyzing Nutmeg, they both fall to AJ, finishing off the last of the Danger Noodles. With his back up against the wall, Lance sends out his ace, Dragonite. This derpy dragon is a unit of a foe. Before nearly fainting to outrage, AJ was able to land one Thunderbolt that was able to deal only a third of its HP. We even sent a Nutmeg to throw down some damage, only to nearly die from a critical hit from his wing attack. But before we had to switch him out, Nutmeg was able to wake up and land a devastating hit with strength. Now that Lance's Dragonite is at low HP, we know he's going to use a full restore.
So we have one free turn to make the correct decision. We send to the Dragon Slayer.
The mirror match of the century, Dragonite v Dragonite. It once again comes down to two things. Do we outspeed? And do we survive outrage? No time to think, only action! We outspeed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. And with the dragon claws! Oh! See ya, dragon trainer! One wanna be ya, let's go, baby! Suck it, you pink-haired freak! But you are a Pokemon master. He said the thing! Let's go! Yes!
But it seems we have one more battle with the lad from down under. Guffy. All the training, all the battles,
all the memories and the friends we've lost along the way have led to this quintessential moment.
This one battle will prove one way or another that this run is gonna end.
Oh, Million. I was looking forward to seeing you, Million. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Million?
Do you know what that means?
I'll tell you. I am the most powerful trainer in the world. Let's do this. All right, we are here. The very end, the final battle. Champion Guffy. AJ strikes off with a bang, turning Guffy's Pidgeot into a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Guffy sends out his Rhydon, and here's where I get a big brain idea. If I swap into Lord Helix, Rhydon's incoming Rock Tomb attack will hardly do any damage. And then knowing Rhydon will go for Earthquake, we switch to Discordia, lowering his attack stat with Gyarados' Intimidation ability. My plan was to repeat this process over and over so I can safely set up Dragon Dance to create the most powerful Gyarados of all time.
But I forgot something.
What am I doing? We're setting up the dance moves, but we don't have actually any physical attack stat. Let's kill this guy. With that blunder behind us, Guffy sends out his evolved murderer, Alakazam. Okay, so in this gen, Psychic is definitely a special attack stat. I'm still gonna bite the heck out of your spoons. Okay, so where it all comes down. How powerful is the Psychic? Thinking that I can take one more Psychic attack in order to land one more bite. Guffy reminded us what it's like to go up against a cheater. But get the damage on the board. We need the damage on the board.
Another body, another memory. Never again.
We swap into our mental tank, Nutmeg, to help bring in this serial killer to justice. Alakazam, in fear, sets up Reflect, but to stop a psychopath, we have to activate every single neuron we can spare. Nutmeg lands a Toxic, poisoning Alakazam, but Alakazam's ability, Synergize, will make it so that Nutmeg is also poisoned.
Nutty. That's right.
After spending every waking hour building a tolerance to Toxic, Nutmeg is immune, foiling Alakazam's revenge. With Toxic dealing chip damage, we switch into Disco Skit, who is able to finally put an end to Alakazam, putting a dark memory away to never again darken this land. With our rival sending out Executor, I kind of forgot that Reflect was still up and attempted to get a kill with Wing Attack. Do so much damage right now. Right now, Disco Skit. Oh, what? Because Reflect is still up. We go back to Nutmeg, who played the whole poison sleep game, and are able to take out Executor, and then using Earthquake to knock out his Arcanine. With Guffy's back against the wall, he sends in his final Pokemon.
We're here.
After landing Toxic,
Guffy.
The win is already secured. We get a little silly, and Nutmeg does go down to a Hydro Pump. That's on me! But then AJ, the prophetic Sparky Boy, and the additional chip damage from Nutmeg's Toxic is able to finish the win with a Thunderbolt. I want you to know that this one's for all 14 of the Mon who've died before. AJ, Thunderbolt. Send it, send it, send it, send it, send it, send it. Yes! Oh, praise be the Battery Bird. To everyone, to Flick Shot, to Nutmeg, It's happened, baby. Put the text on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, my first ever hardcore Nuzlocke is complete. Looking back, this run has been an absolute roller coaster. The highs, the devastating lows, but through every challenge, every loss, every unexpected critical hit that sent my heart into free fall, this team fought with everything that they had. I learned that every choice matters. Every battle, you could be your last. I started this journey thinking, how hard could a hardcore Nuzlocke even be? And well, let me tell you, I learned every choice matters. Every battle could be your last. And that sometimes it's the Pokemon you least expect that can carry the run when it matters most. Fire Red was only the beginning, because next time, we're taking this challenge to Johto, we're going to Hoenn, and we're going beyond. That's right, we're running it back in every generation of Pokemon, where the stakes are higher and the battles just get tougher. And yes, Guffy will probably find a way to haunt me yet again. So if you enjoyed the ride, if you laughed, cried, or just want to see me suffer more, hit the subscribe button and catch the run live over on twitch.tv/Watermilion. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes up next, because this is just the warm-up.
Why?